Hello all and welcome back to another wonderful video. Today I'm here on this strange screenshot because today I'm going to be going over all of the builds that I did in 2021 or last year. It's insane that it's actually 2022 now. I really wish I would have released this video earlier, like last week or something, but I didn't think of this idea until now, and it's still January, so hey, it all works out in the end, doesn't it? But today I'm gonna go over some of the builds that I did. I don't think I've took a screenshot of every single build that I ever did in 2021, but I did take a screenshot of a lot of them, at least the ones that I ended up deleting and stuff like that. So here's the first one here. I'm not sure why it's a house build. Maybe it was 2021 when they introduced island building. I'm pretty sure it was like 2020 when they did that, so I'm not sure why here in 2021 I decided to build a house, but it's interesting. It's something. You can definitely tell that there is a limit on like what is possible, because I mean I'm using weird cushions here and stuff like that instead of like actual seats and stuff like that, which we have now. I guess they're not like, they're just better cushions now, I guess is a better way to put it, other than their seats. But yeah, you can definitely tell that like that's kind of weird. That's also like, I'm pretty sure the default table, like in the default house, I'm pretty sure that's like not different at all. So there's that. I don't know. So let's move on to the next thing. This was a Camp Bad. This isn't even the full island. This was the Camp Bad Place Island that we did for the next season. This was season's two map. This was the season 2 map. So this isn't even the season 1 map. This is the season 2 map, which season 2 we had to put on hiatus because school started up for a lot of people, and a lot of other stuff started happening, so we just kind of put it on hiatus for a while. Hopefully sometime this year we can actually get back to Camp Bad Place and we can actually finish this season, because we had all kinds of really cool stuff that we had planned and we're gonna do and everything like that, but we just didn't have time and everything. So that's what this one is. I really love this build. Luca actually helped me with some of this. She built these 4 rooms up here. She built this one, this one, this one, and this one, and I built basically everything else. She did some of the exterior out here around that as well, but I built basically everything else. So I did a lot of work here, but Luca helped out a ton with those little buildings up there. And yeah, that was the Camp Bad Place build. What's this one? This one is the same, but it's at day for some reason. Why is there a difference? What is the difference? Oh, there's more islands or more land up there at the top. And more land over here. Why? And some torches and some flowers and stuff like that. Why is this just like a before and after? Like I ended up like, oh yeah, let's do a little bit more editing or something. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why there's so much more in that one. That's strange. I'm not sure why this screenshot exists. Here's a build. I don't actually even remember this build at all. This looks kind of weird. What is this? Also, notice I'm trying to hide behind a tree. I don't remember this one at all. Like at all. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. I guess it's supposed to be like some kind of like maybe a hotel or a cafe or something like that. There's like an outdoor eating area. There's like an outdoor fireplace thing, kind of like almost like a swampy area over here. I don't remember making this at all, but at some point I made it, and I'm not sure why I made it or what it's for. This tree looks really weird, being here surrounded by stone. It looks like a very incomplete build. Like it doesn't look like it was ever finished. It just looks like something that I was doing, and then I ended up screenshotting my progress and then maybe deleting later on, and maybe that's why I can't remember it. This was a couple of things that I built that I was going to copy over for the Ponytown VidCon event, because I remember I wanted these like little booths and stuff like that, and so I just tried to design them in like the main game in my island, and then later on I took a screenshot of them and then tried to copy them over onto the event server for that event, and this is what that was from. This is also a little bit of like a rough draft for that event and everything like that. You can definitely tell that like it's not like supposed to be a thing. Like everything's obviously not going to look like this on the event server because you have access to more stuff and everything like that. So that's why things look kind of weird, and it's more of like a draft to sort of plan out where things might go. And of course, it's kind of difficult to do that on the Party Island because it's like 13 times smaller than the main map and everything like that. So there's that. Also, I don't know why there's a random palm tree in the water, but hey, you got to be prepared for those palm trees in the water. This one's completely random, but it is an Ashes Town build, and this is something that I've been wanting to do a video on for a while, is this build specifically. I was going to do something in this build, but I just haven't had time to do it. I haven't managed to be able to do it yet because I need a lot of caps. So take that information what you will, and let's move on to the next thing. This one, I remember this. This was where I had you guys build an island for me. We should do that again. Let's do that again. I'm gonna make a community post sometime in like a week or two, and you guys are gonna give me ideas on what you want to put on an island, and we're gonna build an island together based off of your suggestions and everything like that. I want to do that again because this was so much fun doing, and it was great, and it was very interesting and stuff. So yeah, that's what this is. This isn't a completed version of it though, so I'm kind of curious as to why this isn't a completed version. Did I ever screenshot the completed version? I sure hope I did. But anyway, here's another one. This one I took a screenshot of because the gift box glitch was like happening here, and like the text was floating above the banana calling it a gift box, and it was like a whole funny thing, so I decided to take a screenshot. But what this was for is this was for the gift collecting and everything you need to know about it video, where I talked about how to collect everything and everything like that. It was a whole thing, and I thought it was kind of lovely, so I took a screenshot of it. This is one of my favorite builds of 2021. I decided to do a Shipwreck Island thing, and so obviously that you have the ship here and it's wrecked or whatever like that. This whole thing is supposed to be the ship, even this wood here. It's kind of difficult to do a shipwreck in Ponytown. I did the best I could, but overall the island as a whole, even the SOS over here, I loved it. I put a lot of different details and stuff like that. I think I ended up spending more than one day on this. Like I ended up working on it for like an hour or two, and then like the next day I spent like another 30 minutes or another hour on it or something like that. It was so much fun building this, and I had so many ideas of like how to do certain things, and then I was like, oh no, wait, let's do it this way instead. And I kept changing my ideas and stuff like that, and just overall was great, and it was so much fun. This is one of my favorite builds of 2021. Honestly, maybe my favorite build of 2021. I have a couple more here, but I'm thinking these might be from 2020. I don't actually know because the information up here just says Fountain Park, and this other one just says Library, so I don't know when it was taken. These look like very old screenshots. Honestly, I think they're from like 2020 or maybe even 2019, especially since they're both interiors. But regardless, you can definitely tell they're old because I'm not using like doormats here, which I would probably do if I was to remake this. Honestly, maybe I should remake this. Maybe that could be an interesting video, is trying to remake some of these old builds like this one or something like that. I have some screenshots from builds from 2018 and 2019 and stuff like that that I can maybe try to remake or something like that, and that could be a fun video. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do that. But you can see how this just looks very old. Like it just looks very old school, you know. I think the textures on some of these things are even different. I mean, I could be wrong. I know the barrels are different, but they changed those fairly recently. But I think some of the texture, like for the wood tiles, are different. So that's kind of crazy. But yeah, these are two more. Everything else is just old screenshots that I have. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed this little look at some old builds. This I know for a fact is very old because this was when I originally made this game. But this was a lot of fun looking at some of these older builds and things like that. It's kind of a shame that I don't have like an updated version of this anywhere. That's like actually insane to me because this was like this was like a whole thing. There's like so much missing from this screenshot. I definitely need to get on building making these screenshots better and everything like that in the future. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this look at some of the builds that I did in 2021. This is definitely nowhere near the amount that I actually did in 2021. In fact, I'm pretty sure some are missing, and there's a fair chance that some are missing because when I transferred files over, I may have just not transferred all of them over or something like that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do feel free to like, subscribe, share, and do all those wonderful things like that, because when you do those wonderful things like that, not only do you get access to wonderful content such as this, but you also get to become wonderful yourself, and I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.